A lot of YouTubers don't upload videos like this, but I am going to upload a video like this so you guys can see everything. The bugs, the good, the bad, the different. Everything is going to be included here. You can see what influence I am having on the development of the game. I've told you what things I'm going to request. If they appear, then you know where that's come from. You know I'm a good source of information. Okay guys, so I've had to delete all of my profile and everything in an attempt to try and get control of this Saitek side panel. So this is what you'll see at the very beginning, this slider, so that you can see all values. I'm thinking that looks okay, so we'll have some dark bits. New steering wheel detected. A new steering wheel was detected. Would you like to apply the default input mapping for the Saitek side panel control deck steering wheel, or rather set it yourself? I want to do manual. Bus Simulator 18 would like to improve your game experience with further updates based on player wishes. Therefore, the game would like to send information about your game progress to the developers. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, so now if I go to controls, can I... action cam. No. It is still not letting me do it. That is most irritating. Oh, I think I may have figured it out now. Okay, let's try this. So, handbrake can be that button. Yes, it likes that. First door can be... Yes, okay, I figured it out. So, the Saitek side panel is indeed being red. Wow, fourth door, fifth door. So we'll have the doors all the way across the top. Right turn signal. Okay, we're actually cooking on gas now. Indicator left. See, that's weird. You've got a right turn signal and an indicator left. You kind of need to stay a bit consistent there, guys. Parking brake. So that's handbrake. I want the parking brake to be... Parking brake. And then the ramp can be this one. Kneeling can be this one. I'm going to forget all this before we get into the game. Okay, so this works fine. It's just there's a bit of inconsistency around the naming conventions and my Saitek side panels being handled as if it were a steering wheel, which is not perfect, but it kind of works, so it's not a problem. I do need to set my brake up again. I'm a bit concerned about this. I don't know how to reverse that. It just seems like my brake is constantly on. I'm going to have to fiddle around with that and try and... Yeah, just fiddle around with that and see if I can get that working. Be a bit of practice, I guess. Action cam. Passenger mirror. Cashier mode. All doors. How do I set... unbind. There we go, cool. So now I don't have an all doors button. That's good. I don't really want that. Indicator left. Ignition. That's going to be you. Gear down. Oh, sorry. Gear down. Gear up. Okay, it looks like I got this under control then. So yeah, we should be able to go. We should be able to enjoy ourselves a bit. If the accelerator brake thing works properly, that is. Toggle first person view. I'm just going to pop that there because I don't know where else to put it. Okay. Let's see how we get on with that. Turn that off again. Turn that on. We'll leave all this as is because we don't... map visibility. Let's go never. Oh, wrong way. Never. Okay. Finally turn the music off. Right, I think we're good to go.
Okay, I've written down a number of things we should try before we get you back out on the road. It's just to make sure the infrastructure is okay and ensure we can deliver a robust public transport system. First things first. City Hall wants us to run a pilot night line just to see how many people would use it. They'll finance an additional bus for you in return.
Nice.
I've already prepared a route for this and spread the word. Select the pre-existing route and drive it by night.
Right you are. Up here. Start the trip. How do I drive it at night? How do I dictate that? Oh, this is still part of the tutorial, I think. Okay. We'll take a look at all this stuff down the side as we progress, but for this episode, let's just jump in. I did just want to change this. It kind of realised that actually what I want to do with the gears is put it on the gear stick, on the gear shifter. So let me just fix that. There seems to be less buttons actually, because I used to be able to put, say first gear was handbrake on and second gear was handbrake off. Now we've just got the one button. I actually kind of preferred the way it was before, truth be told. I think that brake's going to be a problem. We'll try. Oh, wow. Here you can select the time of day you want to drive the route. Okay, so that would be nighttime. Next step. If you enable quick start, you will start the trip immediately, already seated in the bus. Otherwise, you will start in the garage. Turn that off. Reverse route. Okay, loop, round trip. Okay. You can switch between two drive modes. Several helpers like automatic transmission and a speed limiter are disabled in the realistic drive mode to increase immersion. It is recommended that you play the realistic drive mode tutorial at least once by creating a new company with the realistic drive mode enabled. I think I've done that. Start the trip after you have selected all your desired settings. Okay. A bus stop on your route is undergoing maintenance. Your route has changed as a result. Please select your preferred input mode. You can still change the input mode in the settings. Well, I don't want any of these. I want steering wheel. Okay, that's a bit worrying. As you are. Okay, so it looks like it is night time. My controller is working. Our bus is looking rather fine. We do with the paint. Let's unlock the door. Unlock the door. There we go. Got there in the end. Unlock. Unlock. Brilliant. I'm not sure why we're in this view. There we go. Right. And there we go. Looking pretty good. So ignition. Shut the doors. Oh, it automatically leans, look. Oh, well, that's weird. That was weird. Hang on. Button 1 opens and closes the front doors. Except sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Seems to be working. Handbrake. That doesn't seem to be doing that. Maybe this is the... Right, that's parking brake there then. So what's handbrake then? Because I can hear it doing something. Very odd. Right, let's get these lights on. Not sure what that's all about. Oh, headlights, there we go. Right, so we're in drive for some reason. Oh, what? That's also adjusting my light above my head, but I didn't bind it to that. That's been bound twice somehow. Okay, there's a few there's a few tweaky little issues that I'm going to have to iron out. I think these are bugs more than anything. Very quiet bus, isn't it? Oh, luckily I've got the handbrake on because I just floored it and we're actually in gear. Oh, and the accelerator does not drop down properly. That doesn't sound right. My foot is completely off the accelerator, but look how slowly that's coming down. And I just tapped the brake and then it went to full throttle. And now I can't get it out of full throttle. Okay, it's a little bit buggy. It's a little bit buggy. I just realised something. I'm going to have to... Oh, man. I'm going to have to get out. I don't know how to get out. Doing all sorts of things here. Let me out of the seat. Let's just see if my ramp button works. Ramp can only be used when the door is closed. Let's close the door then. Ramp button works. Fully extended, it stays and then it retracts. Okay, that's working fine. How do I get out of the seat? Excuse me guys, sorry about that. Don't know where that came from. I'm completely stuck. Let me out. Do I have to turn the engine off? No. Because I got out the other day whilst the engine was on. Oh. Driver door. There we go. Right, we're going to have to find a better way of doing that. That's no good, is it? That's what I didn't do. I don't want to be in third person, I want to be in first person. Right, let's try this again. Excellent. Make sure the doors are closed. Bus is no longer on tilt. Reset the camera. Handbrake off. Still don't know what that does. Get all the lights on. And my headlights have turned off for some reason. Okay, headlights on. We have indicators. Good. Definitely the throttle is a problem. Slam it into drive, it seems to stop it. Yeah, okay, so my brakes are stuck on. I have to push my brake down and my accelerator in order to accelerate. Where the hell have all the lights gone? Why did all the lights just turn off? when I change gear up, it turns some of the lights on and off. Oh, so many conflicts. Right, I think everything's on. I can't see the dash light very well. And the brakes are horrible, horrible, horrible. Right, can we fix some of this stuff? Controls. Yeah, definitely the setting up of controls is a bit of a mess. Nothing is working particularly well, I've got to say. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbind all this stuff that I don't want on here. Okay, so that'll open and close the menu. Toggle action menu. If I just turn everything off. I'll try that. I think that's what's going to get me out of the driver's seat. Yeah, I can't. Although I was able to put Saitek, the G29 buttons in for some of the things, I cannot use the Saitek side panel for the lights, which means the lights are being controlled by something else, and I don't know what that is. Okay, is that it? I think I got it. Brake sensitivity needs to be -2. There we go. Now we've got that. Okay, that's better. Throttle sensitivity, we'll do the same. Oh, that seems a bit aggressive now. So 1 to 1, or rather -1, which is almost impossible to get. Oh, that's close enough. Okay, I think we figured it out. Right, good. So now, theoretically, yes, I can drive without having to put the brake down. Good stuff. I'd like to get rid of that dot in the middle. That's quite irritating. Right, which way am I going? Okay, guys, I'm back. That was my daughter. She's out with her mum and her youngest brother. Just having a nice day, having a picnic. Without me, apparently. Right, I can't see this thing at all. For some reason, now I can't zoom in. So, I need to have a zoom in button. I'm going to bind that to something right now. Let's come in here, go to settings, go to controls, go to steering wheel. This is a bit of a mess, I've got to say. Zoom, I'm looking for something along the lines of cockpit toggle zoom. Boom. Excellent. So it kind of works, it's just not 100%. Right, so we've got zoom now, so which way are we flipping going? We're going left, it looks like. Although, interestingly, the sat-nav is not actually pointing at anything. And I rather dislike that dot in the middle of the screen. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to turn that off. So I can see the sat-nav better now that I'm on the road. Obviously it doesn't show up very well when you're coming out of the car park area. Used indicator correctly, well done me. So I've got to say, it looks pretty darn good. That is a vibrant looking, alive feeling city right there. Oh balls, I was meant to go that way. Too busy looking at the city. Looking at the city. Now this is East Spoke. This is kind of the thing that I'm getting feelings of Bus Sim 16 all over again now. This is one of the things that I dislike a little bit. No idea who has right of way there. Just keep going, I think is the best solution. What the heck? Doing a right scenic route here. Ooh. We have audio sounds for when you go up on the curb. Anyway, what I was trying to say, let me just make a turning here for a change. Oh, that was too fast. What I was trying to say was, I don't like this countdown timer approach. I would like to be at the first bus stop at a certain time, as you would expect in OMSI, for example. I can drive around the city for an hour before going to the first bus stop, and it will still get me there on time. I don't like that so much. Has he just overtaken me? He has, he's overtaken me. Good lord. Good lord. Yeah, there's no force feedback. Minor obstruction in the road. I remember those from Bus Sim 16 days. Now this is telling me to go left here, and I rather think it's going to put me on the wrong side of the road, but we'll see. We'll see if it does or not. But yeah, braking and accelerating is not good. Got to say. And I missed the old action cam. The old action cam was down by the wheel and it looked awesome. This one being right up here, I'm not that keen on. Okay, so we're going to put... Obviously that isn't... It's the brake. Open the doors. That's the wrong button. Oh, looks like we got a guy coming in. So, sorry, a lady coming in. So, annoyingly, I'm going to have to change that. Now, annoyingly, it looks like it's made me stand up. When I closed the rear door, that is not the right button. When I closed the rear door...
Oh no, I fell asleep.
Yeah, weirdly, when I pressed 2 to open the rear door, it actually... Oh, I see the mirrors are up. I can see the mirrors are up. Okay. Oh, that's frustrating. I don't like this process much. So when I press this button, that is meant to bring up my passenger cam, but it isn't. So let's see if we can fix that. No, that's not picking up that button press. Even though it's still working, not picking it up. Let's try to go to steering wheel, see if I can do it in there. Cockpit camera, action cam, passenger mirror. Yeah, see? It is bound to passenger mirror, but it is not letting me do it. Instead, when I press that button, instead of going to passenger mirror, it's opening up the main menu. So there's a few, there are a few bugs. That's my Xbox 360 controller turning off. So that is a problem. Let's try. Oh look, you can bind two things to the same button. You can overbind stuff. That's interesting. Passenger mirror. Let's try swapping it round to that then. First person toggle views, button 25. So handbrake. I want parking brake. Actually, I want the parking brake to be that one. What's the difference between a handbrake and a parking brake? Okay, that seems to be working now, except, see, that is still, when I change gear, that is still changing my lights, even though it's not bound to do that. So we are having some serious button conflict issues. And my headlights are now off.
Are there no cabin lights?
Oh,
Oh
there's a
my
ladybug on my knee.
God. Oh, it's a mess. The key binding is an absolute mess. Something's jammed on now, and I can't get it off.
Wait, where's my bag?
So yeah, it looks like gear 1, you'll see that the handbrake changes and so does the button light. So I'm going to have to release that, do that manually, and then can I go? Still can't go. So what is stopping me from moving now?
Oh, thank God I managed to catch the bus. Wait, is this even the right bus?
Let's come back into controls. I rather feel like something to do with the handbrake thing. There's also no button for the windscreen wipers. I don't know if you noticed that. Right, we'll put the ramp on there. We'll get rid of the horn because I'm having problems. We'll put kneeling there. We'll change this to the handbrake. Bus stop brake. What does that mean? Parking brake. That's why that was happening. Okay. So I had that double bound. So that should now, if I go to the cameras. So action cam, passenger mirror, cashier. First person toggle. Right. Okay, let's get back in, see if that's... See, that's still double bound, even though it actually isn't. But hopefully we can move now. No? Okay, so the handbrake and the parking brake are not one and the same. They are two independent things.
What? How did I end up here?
There's a few conflicts. I mean, you kind of expect that. It is beta, don't forget. It's not actually ready for release. The physics, the accelerator and the brake, they all need a lot of time. They need a lot of looking at. They're a bit of a shambles. You're just going to walk out in front of me? No, I thought you were. But, I mean, these are all things... These are all things that you expect to see in a beta release. Alexa, shut up. Gotta take that thing out of here. So annoying.
Darn it. I forgot to lock the front door.
Oh, I hit a speed bump too fast. Okay, so that cost me points. You can see the brakes are horrible. People
I roll down without the ramp.
People are trying to get on before I'm even stopped. Look.
Well, I used to be a banker, but I lost interest.
I used to be a banker, but I lost interest. Boom, boom. Okay, door one open.
Position is just perfect.
Lower the ramp.
Bye.
Door two open.
A ticket, please.
Ticket view. Good. That's the passenger cam. You can see all the lights have gone off. And what would you like? 1 day regular, just one.
Thanks.
She gave us the exact change. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's going to take a while for me to learn these buttons. Close the door. Bring up the ramp. Indicator on. I don't like the mirrors being up, to be honest. I think I'm going to change that now. That should be that done.
Oh my gosh, what is that sound? Does anyone else hear that?
So if I now go to internal cam, can I still control people? No. Okay, she's not a crazy person, I guess. Who knows? Who knows? Right, so
We'll get to my stop soon. Nature's calling.
I do miss the low down camera, I've got to say. And also, now that the mini-map isn't up, I don't know what the timer is. So, let's, whilst we're starting out, let's have... Let's just put that back on for the time being, so that you guys know what's going on. So I'm 3 minutes late for my next stop. I don't really care, because I'm trying to get buttons sorted out, to be fair.
I haven't seen Stefan in a while. Is he still sick?
No, he's sick again.
You should turn your lights on.
I've turned my lights on 100 times, matey. Something keeps turning them off again. Okay. Maybe we'll just leave the mini-map up because I can see the speedo there, whereas I can't see the speedo on the dash very well.
That's my stop.
Excuse me. I mean, personally, I'd say this game's quite buggy at the moment, and definitely needs some work. But equally,
To perfection.
Wait, where's my bag?
I need a ticket.
tickets, sir. One single senior print. Who needs 820?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, madam. She doesn't want a ticket. Okay.
Next stop, South Spoke.
So 24 kilometers over a speed bump seems fine. Good. Right. I've no idea what the speed limit is here. None at all. I think I might turn those alerts off, to be honest. So the action cam that we had in Bus Sim 16 where it was low down to the wheels, that was awesome. I like that. I do miss it.
Very punctual, thank you.
Annoyingly, every time I put the handbrake on or the parking brake on, it's just turning the lights off. There doesn't seem to be any way I can fix that. You see if I... See what I mean? Oh, actually, maybe that's meant to be that way round. Oh, that's interesting. Perhaps it's a thing. Oh man, I'm never ever going to get to this button. And I can't click on it. So maybe it's a thing. When you pull over and you put the parking lights on, all the lights come on and then everybody can see. And then when you pull away, they all turn off again. Maybe that's what it's meant to be. I don't know. Oh, there's a dude in the way of the door. Let's try this. Can I do it from here? No. So I am going to have to get up. And what button did I bind to get up? Oh dear. How do I get up? Oh, frustrating. That doesn't do it. I know pressing C gets me out, so we'll do that. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Right. Door 2 closed. Door 1 closed. The lean automatically goes off. Indicate left. Now we can't go anywhere.
I can't wait for the weekend.
Alright, let's try that again. What the hell? Now what's on?
Wait, where did my hat go?
We're out of gear now. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it's a total bloody mess. It really is. I mean, there's nothing they can't fix, but my God, is it irritating whilst you're waiting for that to happen.
Next stop, Stalker Square. Last stop. Please leave the bus. Are there no cabin lights?
No, you can't have a cabin lights when the handbrake is off. I'm sorry. That's just the way the game is designed.
I think you have your low beam off.
Oh man, alive! I don't know what it means. Yeah, definitely I prefer the low down camera. I'm going to make a personal request to have that reinstated. Right, handbrake on, door 2, door 1. The bus is leant over. This should be the last stop, I think, isn't it? Or is there one more? Nobody seems to be getting on. Oh, return to the garage. Good lord. Why is that ticket machine icon popping up over there? I think we need a zoom on the GPS as well. These are all things I'm going to pass on to the developers. The whole point of me doing this, I'm not bashing the game, I'm fixing the game. So that you guys, when you get it in release, you don't have to put up with all the crap that I'm putting up with now. That is the point. That is the real point of early access, in my humble opinion. So that us YouTubers, who have experience playing games all the time, can point out the serious issues and flaws within the game and give the developers time to fix it before release day. It's not, in my humble opinion, and what most YouTubers seem to think it is, a free game that they can just promote and play and ignore all the faults and issues that the game has. That's the whole point of getting early access. Not only are you letting your viewers and the consumer down, you're also letting down the developers who have given you early access to the key. They need to know this stuff. And because if you know anything about software development, when you find a bug that you're not going to fix immediately, you start to not see it anymore. Where the hell is the bus station parking depot? Ah, here. So the real benefit, there's a real benefit to giving games out early to YouTubers so that they can oh, it's automatic, nice. So that they can help you identify these bugs and get them fixed, so that your viewers, my viewers, the consumer and the customer of the company can all enjoy the game fully without all these annoying bugs. Right, engine off. I think all the lights are already off for some reason. Certainly look to be. Put it in neutral. And cool. So I need to go lock these doors. This is nice. This is nice. There's a lot of good stuff here. Driver door. So I need to open that so I can get out. Close the front door. Job done. You have unlocked some new items. A new bus, the Cetra S416LE Business. Now, one of you just sent me a text. Sorry, I can't remember what your name is. I'm really bunged up right now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, someone just sent me a message via YouTube saying that the Northern Alex has been driving around in the Cetra S, and he says it's way more realistic. So I look forward to driving that in the next episode. I've got to say, considering how long I spent fiddling with buttons and trying to set stuff up and missing all of my stops, I still got 5 stars, so I must have done pretty good there. We got a new colour, which is good. Something I spotted when this was coming up. Fare dodgers. 2 people who did not pay. How are you meant to spot them? I remember back in Bus Sim 16, people used to get on and not pay. And I used to joke about it and say, haha, you know, are you not going to pay? Or something along those lines. But yeah, it looks like they've implemented that. So they really have paid attention and tried to sort stuff out and bring everything into the game that we were hoping they would bring into the game. That is so cool. Total weekly income from bus trips, 15,000. That seems extremely high. I'm not sure I like this. This just feels I think this needs tweaking a bit. That just seems too easy. Bus stops. You can level up bus stops by servicing them. Oh, that's interesting. That's a new element that wasn't in the previous game. I like that. Trip started at bus garage. So that's... Is this XP over here? Or is this what accumulates? Oh yes, XP. Cool. Use turn signal correctly. Indicated when bus stopping at bus stop. Here are my negatives. Hit speed bump too fast and I arrived late at one of the bus stops. See, now that's the thing. You can be late for, say, bus stop 2, and then it will reset the counter for bus stop 3. But in real life, if you're late for bus stop 2, you're still going to be late for bus stop 3. You might be able to shave a couple of seconds off and try and claw that time back. But in this game, with the countdown timer system, as soon as you hit bus stop 2, you've got another 3 minutes to get to bus stop 3. I can see why they've done that, but it's very arcadey, and I'd very much like to see something that allows us to turn that off and have it a bit more realistic. But yeah, for the first level, I've got to say I really am enjoying the game. It is buggy as hell, and I've got a few suggestions for the developers. I'm gonna upload this video so you guys can see it. I'm not gonna have time to edit it very much, so apologies if it was too long or full of crap or whatever, if it just wasn't very good quality. A lot of YouTubers don't upload videos like this, but I am going to upload a video like this so you guys can see everything. The bugs, the good, the bad, the different. Everything is going to be included here. You can see what influence I am having on the development of the game. I've told you what things I'm going to request. If they appear, then you know where that's come from. You know I'm a good source of information. Okay, so we actually get quite a detailed breakdown. I like this. This looks cool. The first column shows the total expenses and income across all of your routes. That's income, that's expenses. $500, 500 euros in maintenance, and 50,031.36 in profit. Cool. Next step. Drive history. This diagram will display the most recent trips. Click on the respective bars to view the statistics of previous trips. That will change this, I imagine, or this, or something, I don't know. Company statistics. This column shows general statistics regarding your company. Total company value 142,000. One route, one bus. Should be 2 if they've just given us a bus. CNG buses, I don't know what that means. Bendy buses, drivers, ADS. What's ADS? I don't know. Total routes driven 1, passengers transported 11, total distance 1.7 kilometers, average speed 2.9 kilometers. 2.9? I'm not sure that's right. Bus stops served, accidents none, blah 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 blah. Okay. We've got a little tick. We've achieved something. So brilliant. Join me in the next episode, guys, where we'll paint the bus, create a new route, drive the new route, expand the existing route, and drive the expanded route. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you to every single one of you who voted for this game to be part of our primary series on the channel. I appreciate it a huge amount. I really do. So please join me for the next one where we'll be continuing on and ranking up and doing lots of cool bus stuff. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.